a big game that ended up being fairly disappointing, save for a brief late charge there at the beginning of the fourth quarter by the Cowboys. The Giants manhandled the Cowboys. Victor Cruz, the best player in the NFL. I mean, Victor Cruz is Victor Cruz had a bigger impact on putting a team into the playoffs, I think, than any other player in the league.
You know, he was undrafted too.
He was undrafted.
Undrafted out of Massachusetts.
Undrafted, like in every fantasy league too.
Yeah.
This guy had this huge impact. What a great player and what a good kid. It was great to hear him talk. He's fun. He's sweet. He's got gentle eyes. Anyway, he had another monster game. Scores another huge touchdown. He has 5 touchdowns of longer than 65 yards this year. That's amazing. So the Giants roll 31-14. But before the game, I noticed that when they do the player introductions on Sunday Night Football, you know, they have the guys say where they are.
Those are great, aren't they?
They are. Everybody,
They're awesome.
Everybody likes them. You know, it'd be like, you know, Rick Strong, Indiana, right? So you'd get that. But so Kareem McKenzie and Jimmy Kennedy of the Giants both went to Penn State. And I was thinking that, can I get the one shot here for this? Or the tighter shot. So I think that that when the guys go to Penn State, they ought to reflect their shame, because you know they feel it at this point. So it ought to be like, Kareem McKenzie, Penn State. It seems like that's what they want to do, right?
Or cough or something.
Jimmy Kennedy, Penn State. Wouldn't that be great? Anyway, I don't know. Just somehow that occurred to me last night. So the Giants roll. They look great. Victor Cruz, they're in the playoffs. The Cowboys are out. There'll be more hand-wringing, and obviously there's some possibility. Jerry Jones says that Jason Garrett is his coach, but I don't think anybody would really be surprised if he made a change there. My hunch is he'll stick with Jason Garrett.
It was funny reading the recaps from both cities, too. Because if you read, like, the New York Daily News, all you're hearing about is, man, this defensive line is awesome. And they got OC on the left side. They got OC on the left side, and then Justin Tuck and Chris Canty and Jason Pierre-Paul, and they have all those guys lined up, and they didn't have to blitz anybody. And then you're reading the Cowboys, and it's just like another collapse, another year. And you hear, oh, Orlando Scandrick, man, did he suck.
Yeah, boy.
And their defensive backs have. I was trying to think about this. Can you name the last Pro Bowl defensive back, aside from maybe Deion Sanders?
Everson Walls. Terrence Newman went to a Pro Bowl, didn't he?
Did he?
I don't know.
Maybe special teams.
You know, it's the Pro Bowl. Everybody goes to the Pro Bowl. It means nothing.
It's a highlight, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's not necessarily a sign that I was talking to a Steeler fan yesterday during the Steeler-Brown game, saying that Troy Polamalu just continues to go to Pro Bowls based on reputation. He's a serious Steeler fan, not a reactionary fan. He didn't think he deserved it, certainly not this year. But the Cowboys, they looked atrocious. And in a league where Matt Flynn throws for 480 yards, I mean, you got to start thinking about defensive backs now. One ought to be pretty close to the highest paid guys in the league. They already get paid a lot. But, I mean, these teams, forget pressure in the passer, man. You need that. You know, you got to stop these attacks. I mean, forget Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, the guys we know. And as you go down the list, and the Cam Newtons and the Eli Mannings, the quarterbacks who had big years, and there's so many more, you got to have guys to stop them. Matt Flynn threw for 480 yards on you, and Stafford, too. You know, they got to get some DBs. They got to start getting, these guys got to start getting paid. More. I mean, they're already getting paid, but they got to get drafted too, man. I mean, if you're a defensive back and a competent defensive back in college, man, come out. Come out and get paid.